most of you know me as Vanessa Chozen Marie. One of the reasons I'm doing this video is to explain breaking the labels to everyone. I get a lot of phone calls and emails, text messages, Facebook inbox messages on what is breaking the labels. So briefly, I'm just going to break down for all of you what breaking the labels is about. Breaking the labels isn't really about just one thing. I'm very passionate about it because it's a vision, it's a movement, and the name in itself speaks volumes because it's a concept built around breaking labels in social media. It's breaking labels in the music industry, breaking labels in fashion, breaking labels in our personal lives. I like to focus a lot on youth. That's my son. We work at home together, so this is his debut. But my focus is really with the youth, but people are who I'm trying to reach. Doesn't matter how old you are, how mature you are. I am trying to break labels, and I say this a lot to people. Someone said to me once, and this statement impacted me tremendously: you're trying to save lives and save the world, and you may as well stop right now. It's not going to happen. And my response was, I am not trying to save the world. I am trying to impact people's lives in whatever fashion that I can. That's what I'm trying to do. I do a lot of different things. I help individuals in the music industry, marketing and PR. I also do consulting. I also do workshops because a lot of people in this business don't really understand the business. But that's only a part of what you see Breaking the Labels doing. I also post blogs, which you can find on breakingthelabels.wordpress, W-O-R-D, press.com. I like for people to stay tuned to that because I talk about things on there. I also post poetry. If you're into poetry, poetry is there. The poetry is centered around issues that we deal with as people. One of the biggest ones that I've been posting as of late is about black queens. What happened to our black queens and who queens are, because I really want women to come back into focus with who we are as women, and especially as black women. And the mold that we're creating for our daughters right now is built on an image that we've allowed media to dictate. And we've gotten so far gone from what our ancestors taught us we really are. I weigh heavily on my influences from my grandmother, my mother, my great-grandmother, all of the strong women in my life. Hold on a second, sweetie. All of the strong women in my life, because they have impacted me tremendously on who Vanessa is. Not Vanessa Chozen Marie, but Vanessa, the person, who I am. And I can only be a virtuous woman by their design because they taught me what being a virtuous woman is all about. Back to breaking the labels. It's really about tearing down walls in so many aspects. Religion. I don't even know if our youth think about some of the things that they say, some of the things that they take into their minds, and not even really educating themselves. What I want to see people start to do is educate yourself. And one of the things that I promote for my nonprofit, Saving Our Children Foundation, is Books Up Streets Down. So many of our youth are not even reading anymore, and they take things at face value. Whatever someone tells them, they believe it and they run with it. They don't research. They don't find out for themselves what anything is about. Just I'll take your word for it. Good enough for me. And some of them aren't even going that far. They're just not even listening. I focus heavily on music because I love music, and as Bob Marley said, there's love in music, and you can reach so many people through music. Music is probably one of the most diverse tools that you can use. Genre doesn't always matter. When people hear songs and they like the beat, they'll listen to it. But what I want people to start doing is going beyond the beat and listen to the content. And what are you really listening to in the content? We've gotten so far away from the music of Motown. I mean, the music of the day. I mean, even when, let's just say, you know, all the hip hop artists were coming out and they were doing what they were doing. If we focus on Houston, Scarface, there are no more Scarfaces in Houston. I'm gonna correct that. There are artists in Houston, but the consumer market is dictating what the hot music is, and the hot music right now is faddish, and it's not filled with any content. You can waka flocka and shake your head, shake your dreads, whatever you want to do, and there's no content there, and people are just overcome by that. I'm not saying don't listen to the club music and do what you want to do, but at the same time, take in something that's going to have some content in it and help you think.
I'ma make you famous. Okay. I'ma make you famous. I'ma make